I never once imagined that my unappealing addiction to catfishing would ensnare none other than the world's most formidable dictator. You see, it started as a peculiar habit, one that I developed out of, perhaps, sheer boredom, or maybe a twisted sense of amusement, spending hours behind the cold anonymity of my computer screen, as I adopted the persona of a tantalizing and sultry young woman on Instagram. I would craft seductive posts, weaving a web of irresistible allure to draw in unsuspecting men. Men who believed they were connecting with a genuine, attractive woman. I would pull them into my game, conning them with crafted stories and fake emotions. As I look back, I realize I was a puppeteer, manipulating them with my deceitful words, pulling their strings and watching them dance to my tune. But let me clarify, I am aware that I have an ailment, an unhealthy obsession. However, this tale isn't about my psychological predicament. It's about the most unexpected fish I managed. Was a day like any other when a notification lit up my screen, a direct message from a user named Vladimir. It was a common enough name, yet as we started to converse, a suspicion began to gnaw at me. Could it possibly be Vladimir Putin, the Russian dictator himself? An absurd idea, I told myself. Still, I couldn't shake off the unsettling thought. Quite itch, it persisted, urging me to dig deeper, to unearth the truth behind my mysterious correspondent. And so, I turned detective, delving into the digital footprint of this Vladimir. Each shred of evidence I unearthed seemed to reinforce my suspicion. Days turned into weeks and weeks into a month, every passing moment in this pursuit only solidifying my conviction. The implausible conjecture was becoming a tangible reality. It wasn't just any Vladimir, it was indeed Putin. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined that I would be in this position. The realization was overwhelming, yet the excitement of the chase had me intoxicated. The game was afoot once more, only this time the stakes were higher than ever before. Under the guise of my fabricated persona, I continued the charade, maintaining a steady flow of flirtatious exchanges. I feigned ignorance and innocence, all the while weaving a smokescreen hymn. The dictator, arguably one of the most powerful men on earth, was slowly but surely falling into my trap. Over a period of 3 months, I skillfully maneuvered him into a state of complacency. His guard was down, his confidence in our relationship fortified with each passing day. I had ensnared him with my well-crafted deceit. My catfishing habit had netted me the world's most powerful dictator in the most unexpected way. I lulled him into a false sense of confidence through my consistent flirting and pretense of naivety. Eventually, I make a move and decide to press on, immersing myself deeper into the world of state secrets. Putin, with an air of confidence and alarming nonchalance, begins to share information which, under normal circumstances, would be closely guarded. He starts talking about the nuclear silos, describing their precise locations with a certain pride in his words. He further elaborates on the high-tech security measures in place, designed to ensure the safety and continued existence of these weapons of mass destruction. Putin then goes on to discuss his fruitful attempts at rigging elections. He recounts every minor detail and strategy, how he meticulously planned every move, every diversionary tactic, every method of discrediting his opponents, all which led to his assured victories. He then broaches a subject that has been a topic of rumors and whispers for years: the innumerable political prisoners languishing in jail. He casually mentions the figures, the dubious charges they were arrested under, and the kangaroo courts that sentenced them to their fates. It's a chilling, brutal revelation that further highlights the ruthless nature of his regime. However, what truly shocks me is his unabashed claim of being the richest man in the world. He casually attributes this unimaginable wealth to an invention by the Russian government, Bitcoin, a digital currency that has taken the world by storm. He details how this ingenious creation was purposefully designed his monetary gain, resulting in an accumulation of wealth so vast, even he seems slightly baffled by it. The conversation takes a more sinister turn when he discloses the ulterior motive behind the invasion of Ukraine. He admits to striking a secret deal with BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, The plan was elaborate and intricately woven. The goal was to invade Ukraine, causing financial upheaval in the West, subsequently leading them to bankruptcy. This chaos would then allow Russia to emerge as the clear monetary leader in the world, forever altering the balance of global power. The gravity of this revelation sinks in, and I feel an icy fear creeping down my spine. The audacity and ruthlessness of the plot leave me shaken and terrified. His words echo in my mind, painting a grim picture of a world where Russia holds the reins, and the stark reality of this potential future is too daunting to comprehend. I am hit with a sudden wave of panic, realizing the implications of possessing such sensitive information. Fear for my safety eclipses every other thought, and in a rush of adrenaline, I make the decision that seems to be my only option. I eventually become so scared, I delete my account and go into hiding. But my conscience, as limited as it may be, forced me to make this video and expose the awful truth. Do with it as you will.